pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First up will be our approval of agenda. May I get a motion, please? First Henry, second Katie.
As amended, right?
As amended. Thank you, Mike. Yes, as amended. So I'll do Mike and Katie. All in favor? 5-0. Next up, Mr. Poole, Superintendent's report.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mr. President. Starting off at the high school this past Friday, the seniors had a blast going through the graduation walk, the senior breakfast down memory lane, visiting all the schools. Very touching to see the seniors walking through Wading River, Miller Avenue, the middle school. So it's been a great week of celebrating our seniors. On June 18th, the 2024 senior prom is at Giorgio's, and that caps the year, but for the graduation ceremony on June 21st. Yes.
Almost here.
Congratulations to Michael Eubner for winning a state track championship in the 800-meter race. I know we recognize athletes later. And finally, at the high school, the senior award ceremony was absolutely beautiful the other evening. Over $100,000 worth of scholarships were earned by the graduating class this year, including the special 50th anniversary scholarships for 50 students. So great job by all, and thank you to all of the sponsors of the scholarships and the students that put all the effort in to attain them. Over at the middle school, very proud to announce that the Shoreham 6th grade treble choir, directed by Mr. Samante, attended the Long Island Music Festival on May 31st, where they earned the highest ranking of Superior. And in addition, in music over at Prodell, students attended the Music in the Parks on Friday, June 7th, directed by Mr. Samante. The Chromatics earned first place for middle school men's choir, while the Quarter Tones, choreographed by Megan Roberry, not only secured first place for a middle school show choir, but also achieved the highest honor of first place for best overall middle school choir. Really, really amazing accomplishments. Over at Wading River, the annual Boots and Saddles program was held, all-encompassing with horses in the back of Wading River. Fourth graders were immersed in learning about the Revolutionary War with reenactors, complete with the cavalry, this past Friday. The 4th and 5th grade concerts are held this Thursday, June 13th at 6:30 and 8 p.m. And the 3rd grade recorder and choir concert will be held on Monday, June 17th at 6:30 p.m. Additionally, all the students were visited by the North Shore Public Library at both elementary schools last week to encourage summer reading. At Miller Avenue, the kindergarten classes put on a great, wonderful performance last week called Too Much Noise. They had the privilege of watching one of those performances. First grade will be showcasing their talents this week, and second graders are performing Monday, June 17th at the high school auditorium. The second grade send-off is scheduled for Thursday, June 20th, and looking forward to one last celebration with our second graders before they're on to Wading River in the fall. Additionally, I just want to give a shout out to the student journalists at the high school. The Wildcat Pause, this edition, just spectacular. Great writing. Was really a look back in time in Shoreham-Wading River. So great job. I'm just going to shout out to the editors, Callie Krause and Alyssa Corso. So if you haven't had a chance, I believe this is online as well. Just amazing writing and journalism. And another example of great student writing. This is a long tradition in Shoreham-Wading River, is the Symbols Literary Art magazine, and great job by all of the students that were a part of this process, and thank you to their advisors as well. So some great student work in those two editions. We also, this past Friday, it's really to wrap up a year celebrating our 50th anniversary, had right around 50 former alumni of the school district, students and staff with friends and family with them, tour the high school. I want to thank the Wildcat Athletic Club, who provided food and snacks for them afterwards. It was pretty cool seeing Mr. Pugliese showing the high school to two former principals from the 80s and the 90s on Friday night. So it was a great experience, and just a final thank you to the committee that helped put all these events together. It was a great year celebrating a great district, the 50 years of excellence. So that was great. And finally, on tonight's agenda, we have a exceptional bus driver recognition. Ex officio students have a presentation, and we have high school academic recognitions and spring athletic recognitions. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Poole. So, in light with what Mr. Poole just mentioned, tonight is really a night to celebrate as we recognize some of our amazing students and our staff. On our personnel agenda, our board tonight will be awarding tenure to a very deserving cohort of educators, our teachers and an administrator, based on Mr. Poole's recommendations. I have some reflections that I wanted to share with you all. This cohort, as you may know, is the one who joined us, decided to join our school district in the midst of our pandemic, when our school district decided to stay open in person as others stayed remote. It was a difficult time. There was uncertainty, and in a short amount of time, you all, our teachers, adapted and basically delivered the best experience possible. As a community, we're sincerely grateful for your overcoming many challenges and supporting our children and being the best that you could be to both our students and parents. We're very fortunate and thankful for all your efforts. So if I get a round of applause. In addition, over the next few years after your first year, you stayed really committed to our district. You created an environment where students can thrive. Your resilience, your hard work, your collaboration, and positive can-do approach needs to be recognized. Next, we saw your talents reflected in your portfolios, recognizing these accomplishments and deciding to continue your work here and expand your knowledge. In the beginning of the year, I had the opportunity to address you and share with you what I thought for the school year would be about. And I shared with you what one of my daughters had written, my daughter Eileen, about a favorite school memory she had. She wrote, "Does a teacher really know that what their efforts are and what the effect is they have on their students?" She only hoped they did. So my hope for you is that our SWR district, that remains your home, that you continue to feel the rewards of your educational career, that you know the positive impact that you have on your students, and we want to thank you all and wish you the best for the future. So thank you. I don't know if there was an opportunity for board members. Anyone else want to add anything? So far, so good? Okay, great. Okay, so next up will be our student and staff recognition. The first up will be our exceptional bus driver recognition. So is that Mr. Yes. Ms. Rogers, may I please ask you to join us at the podium? Oh, sure. Oh, thank you.
in the eyes of our Life Skills Best Buddy students. She drives for most of their events, basketball, bowling, and she not only drives them, she goes in, she attends, she cheers to them, she has pom-poms.
Oh.
They love Ginny. The students also take part in Friendship Hall. When Ginny pulls up in the bus, they cheer for her. It's not just the bus. Ginny has it decorated, balloons, streamers, and everyone gets beads. She knows everyone's names. It adds to the excitement of the event that's already taking place. Ginny just makes it special. She just exudes kindness and compassion, and every student or anybody that comes to know her feels that. We need more of that in this world today, and that's why tonight we'd like to acknowledge Ginny Powell.
So next, may I call up a number of our ex officio student members? If you could join me at the front of the stage there, I'll be right down. Let's have Shay join us, Shay Barron, Maya Biodolfer, Alessandra Saget, thank you. Hannah Saget, Emily Sherrill, so I want to say a few words about these. I'm missing. Oh, I'm sorry. One must have gotten stuff. Who am I missing?
I know, they got stuck together.
Megan, right? Megan Rayburn, come on. Hold on. Which one? Oh, Duncan. Do you have?
Yeah, Duncan.
Oh, they're stuck. Okay, sorry, my bad.
Duncan.
Duncan, thank you. All right, let's try this again. So this year we had appointed a number of students as ex officio board members. I want to thank all of them for their participation. The purpose was really to join us on a regular basis. Be direct communication at the high school, letting us know and giving us updates, whether it was on student activities or events at the high school. They did a tremendous job. They participated in school committees such as our legislative and our curriculum committees. They gave us feedback on the portrait and profile of a student in the future as we think of our future guidance. Tremendous. As a group, they worked on a student project, and you'll hear a little bit more about what they came up with tonight. So appreciate them doing that. So I hope for all of you, this has been a good experience, partly civic, partly volunteerism, but mostly for the community and the school district you represent. You all are proud representatives of that, so thank you again for that. Appreciate you. And I get to do the fun part, presenting them with a certificate of excellence for their recognition tonight. So, let me do that. Okay, next up, we have our high school academic awards, please. And I'd like to call up Mr. Palazzi, please, to recognize our valedictorian, salutatorian, AP scholar seniors, and our CTE certifications.
Thank you very much, and good evening, Board of Education, Superintendent, District Office. It's always a pleasure, and certainly appreciate being invited here this evening. Tonight it is my great pleasure to recognize seniors from the class of 2024 who have excelled in many different areas. Tonight I'm proud to present the valedictorian and salutatorian, along with our AP scholars, career and technical education certificate completers, and our exceptional academic seniors. So just a few words to kind of review what these different titles mean. For our AP scholars, they are recognized in one of three different ways. An AP scholar received a 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams. AP scholars with honor receive an average score of at least 3.25 on all AP exams taken, and scores of 3 or higher on 4 or more exams. AP scholars with distinction receive an average of at least 3.5 or higher on all AP exams taken, and scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more exams. So basically, if you can figure that out, you're an AP scholar.
Right.
Our CTE completers are being recognized for completing a 1 or 2 year course of study through BOCES that earn them an industry standard credential within their given field. And finally, our exceptional academic seniors have maintained a weighted cumulative GPA of a 95 or higher through the second marking period of their senior year. So for the seniors that are in attendance, I'm going to ask you to, Mr. Poole and Mr. Sheridan are going to make their way down to the middle here. When I call your name, please come across down in front. You're not going to go up on stage. After receiving your Board of Education pin, we're going to make one little pivot. We're going to move to the back right-hand corner of the auditorium. After you walk across the front, go around to the right-hand corner. Have a seat up there until everyone has been called, and we can get a great group photo. So once we are in place, we will begin with James Minetti, valedictorian, AP Scholar with Distinction, exceptional academic senior. AP Scholar with distinction, exceptional academic senior. Now our seniors in alphabetical order. Shea Barron, AP Scholar with distinction, exceptional academic senior. Tiana Barone, exceptional academic senior. Kira Beiersdorfer, exceptional academic senior. Maya Beiersdorfer, exceptional academic senior. Derek Blanco, AP Scholar, exceptional academic senior. Nicolette Knistra, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Alexander Castillo, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Christopher Colon, AP Scholar with distinction, exceptional academic senior. Emily Ferdano, AP Scholar, exceptional academic senior. Kayla Corso, exceptional academic senior. Thomas Daggett, exceptional academic senior. Dylan DeGroot, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Abigail DeLumen, exceptional academic senior. Matthew Dinowitz, AP Scholar with honor, exceptional academic senior. Chris DePallo, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Jack Bennett, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Armani Foglia, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Nicholas Friedlander, AP Scholar with honor, exceptional academic senior. Mia Gangler, AP Scholar with distinction, exceptional academic senior. Brianna Gill, exceptional academic senior. Sarah Hahn, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Naomi Harris, AP Scholar, exceptional academic senior. Wesley Hoden, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Zachary Johnson, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Kenneth Hughes, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Liam Kirschus, exceptional academic senior. Kara Klufel, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Kaylee Krause, exceptional academic senior. Juliana Mahan, exceptional academic senior. Alexander Nakarevitz, AP Scholar. James Maxwell, exceptional academic senior. Elizabeth Mackerlane, exceptional academic senior. Liam McGuire, AP Scholar with distinction, exceptional academic senior. Jennifer Menchie, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Nicholas Menchie, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Abigail Metz, AP Scholar with Distinction, Exceptional Academic Senior. Aiden Micheluzzi, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Sophia Minion, AP Scholar with Distinction, Exceptional Academic Senior. Anthony Nithicone, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Killian O'Reilly, AP Scholar, Exceptional Academic Senior. Danielle Pedrola, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Jessica Plaguey, AP Scholar with Honor, Exceptional Academic Senior. Lauren Pollock, Exceptional Academic Senior. Ethan Matthews, Exceptional Academic Senior. Megan Rayburn, Exceptional Academic Senior. Shannon Redline, AP Scholar with Honor. Elizabeth Sabino, AP Scholar with Honor, Exceptional Academic Senior. Alexander Saget, Exceptional Academic Senior. Hannah Saget, Exceptional Academic Senior. Gianna Santulli, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Michaela Santulli, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Emily Sherrill, AP Scholar, Exceptional Academic Senior. Emily Schmalzley, Exceptional Academic Senior. Avery Sciarino, AP Scholar with Honor, Exceptional Academic Senior. Siggy Serio, Exceptional Academic Senior. Regan Shea, Exceptional Academic Senior. Rick Sicoli, AP Scholar, Exceptional Academic Senior. Jake Smith, AP Scholar with Distinction, Exceptional Academic Senior. Robert Tackey, Exceptional Academic Senior. Charles Escovo, AP Scholar, Exceptional Academic Senior. Aiden Bowles, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Jeremy Westerlund, Career and Technical Education Certificate earner. Catherine Winters, AP Scholar. Noah Wierzmierski, Exceptional Academic Senior. And Don Kai Zhang, Exceptional, or AP Scholar with Distinction, Exceptional Academic Senior. Congratulations to all who were called. Thank you, guys. And when I called your name and you did not head to the back, we're going to make sure we can get a picture up there.
night for steps. Next up, we have our spring athletic recognition by Mr. Mark Passamonte. Oh, my bad. I saw Mark. Sorry, I apologize. Seal of civic readiness and seal by literacy, Ms. Nicole Walbauer, if you please join us at the podium.
Hello. Okay. Good evening, and thank you for this opportunity to recognize these amazing, talented students. I was actually in a kindergarten class recently, and they were talking about the silent NG and bling. So the teacher, who's getting tenure this evening, honored, congratulations to all of our tenure recipients, that teacher was trying to describe what bling is. So here we go. Giving out the bling tonight. Thank you for your help, Mr. Puglisi. All right, so first we are going to do the New York State Seal of Biliteracy. So the New York State Seal of Biliteracy is an award given by a school district that formally recognizes students who attained a high level of proficiency in English and one or more world languages by high school graduation. The intent of the Seal of Biliteracy Award is to encourage the study of languages, to identify high school graduates with biliteracy skills for employers, to provide universities with additional information about applicants, to prepare students with 21st century skills, to recognize the value of language instruction, and to affirm the value of diversity in a multilingual society. We are here tonight to recognize 10 outstanding seniors who have met the rigorous criteria to earn the seal at this year's graduation. This was a challenging journey for these students who were required to earn 3 points in English and 3 points in another language from a points matrix which includes exceptional course grades and passing scores on national or state exams and culminating projects. The committee who sat for the project presentations have shared how impressive it was to see how fluid and poised and informative these students were in both languages. Our English, ENL, and world language teachers and I are very proud of their accomplishment. Our 2024 New York State Seal of Biliteracy award-winning graduates have earned a special seal on their diploma and transcript, as well as a special medallion to be worn at graduation. Tonight, Mr. Puglisi and I are honored to be presenting the medallions and award certificates to the following recipients and graduates of the class of 2024. So when you hear your name, if you are here, come on up to get your certificate from me and your bling from Mr. Puglisi. First, we have Shay Barron for Spanish and English. Maya Beiersdorfer for Spanish and English. Maria de Silva for Portuguese and English. Elizabeth Mackerline for French and English. Sophia Minion for Spanish and English. Ji Sung Moon for Korean and English. Killian O'Reilly for Spanish and English. Megan Rayburn for Spanish and English. And Emily Sherrill for Spanish and English. And finally, Dong Kai Zhang for Chinese and English. Okay, so congratulations to all of our New York State Seal of Biliteracy Award recipients. Do you want a picture together? Okay. Would all of our Seal of Biliteracy recipients please come over for a picture? And one more round of applause. Okay, so now I am very pleased for the very first time in Shoreham-Wading River to be formally recognizing the students who have earned the New York State Seal of Civic Readiness in our very first year. And I want to thank Mrs. Lavasco, who I couldn't have done this without her. She was the amazing teacher who taught our community relations course, who guided the students in their work this year, and who really helped them learn all of the important skills and civic knowledge that they needed to be able to put together their presentations. So thank you, Mrs. Lavasco, and I think she's going to be helping me hand out some more bling. So, Mrs. Lavasco, come on up. Yay. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so the New York State Seal of Civic Readiness is formal recognition that a student has attained a high level of proficiency in terms of civic knowledge, civic skills, civic mindset, and civic experiences. The seal distinction on a high school transcript and diploma shows the student's understanding of a commitment to participatory government, civic responsibility, civic values. This also demonstrates to universities, colleges, and future employers that the student has completed an action project in civics or social justice and recognizes the value of civic engagement and scholarship. In order to obtain the seal, a student must complete all requirements for a New York State Regents diploma and earn a total of 6 points, with at least 2 points in the civic knowledge and at least 2 points in civic participation. To earn the remaining points, all of these students earned credit in our community relations course, elective course, and completed and presented to a committee a high school civics project that focused on a civic issue or problem within a policy area that they were passionate about. Students had to analyze data, use primary and/or secondary sources of evidence, and evaluate them for bias and credibility, evaluate at least 2 current public policies related to the issue, and/or evaluate potential strategies to address the issue. They had to communicate their project using written, AV, and oral presentation. Again, this is the first group of Seal of Civic Readiness awardees to graduate from Shoreham-Wading River, so we are particularly proud of their hard work, the service to their community, and the dedication they have to civic engagement. They too have earned a special seal on their diploma and on their transcript, as well as the special medallion that Mrs. Lavasco is holding to be worn at graduation. So tonight, I'm honored to be presenting the medallions and award certificates to the following New York State Seal of Civic Readiness recipients and graduates of the class of 2024. Again, if you're here, when you hear your name, please come up. Erin Cahill. Elisa Corso. Rihanna Gill. Kaylin Metz. Riley. You're welcome. Yes, Caitlin Metz and Riley Metz, and they stuck together. Sorry about that, the certificates. So here's Caitlin. There's yours. Sorry about that. Lauren Pollock. Shannon Redline. Abigail Savona. Emily Schmalzley. And Hannah Scotto. Once again, thank you to Mrs. Lavasco and the Seal of Civic Readiness Award recipients, the Seal of Biliteracy recipients, and congratulations to all of our outstanding students this evening. Thank you.
So next up, we have our spring athletic recognitions by Mr. Mark Passamonte.
Thank you, Mr. Sheridan. We'll do this a little bit different with the athletes. We'll still come up and get a pin from Mr. Poole and Mr. Sheridan, but I'm going to go team by team, and we'll hold our applause for each team at the end after I'm done reading each team. That would be great. Student athletes, when you get your pin, we'll go to the back like we did for the for Mr. Pugliese's presentation, and at the end we'll get a picture with everybody. So if you're here, please come up, get a pin, and then head back. Thank you. So as I always like to do this time of year, as I start at the end of the season, is start out with our scholar athletes. And all of our teams, again, this season were scholar athlete teams. That means that 75% of the roster must hold a 90 or higher average. And this year there were 238 varsity athletes, 168 were maintained 90 or higher. So that's a 71% of our athletes. And coupled with the fall and the winter, we again will be a school of distinction this year. I think it's our 4th year in a row and recognized by New York State. So congratulations. And again, if we could hold our applause while I do each team, because there are a lot of names. So starting with boys track, coached by Joel Mordarski, Brendan Gilly, and Paul Anderson. All league selections, and students, when I do call your name, just come up. All league were Patrick Shea, Mike Hubner, Kyle Cavalier, Wes Hoden, Leighton Mangiamelli, Jarrell Winston, Spencer Lee, Jake Smith, and Logan Young. All county selections, Patrick Shea, Michael Hubner, Leighton Mangiamelli, Jarrell Winston, Spencer Lee, Jake Smith, and Logan Young. All state selections were Michael Hubner, Logan Young, Patrick Shea, Jarrell Winston, and Jake Smith. All academic was Jake Smith, and Michael Hubner was the 400-meter county champion, as well as the 800-meter overall Section 11 champion. The 4x8 relay team, consisting of Jarrell Winston, Patrick Shea, Jake Smith, and Michael Hubner, won the D2 county championship. At most improved was Kyle Cavalier, and the MVP was Michael Hubner. As Mr. Poole mentioned at the start of the meeting, Michael Hubner was the New York State Division II champion in the 800-meter race. And to put it in perspective, 800 is 2 laps around the track. And Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, your first lap was about 52 seconds, right? So he flew around the track and did a great job, but that's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, we can applaud that, absolutely. In addition to Michael's accomplishment, Logan Young, he placed 3rd in New York State in the high jump. In the 4x8 relay team, which consisted of Patrick Shea, Jarrell Winston, Jake Smith, and Michael Hubner, placed 3rd in New York State. We can applaud that too. And the scholar athletes for the boys track team, James Minetti, James Maxwell, Jake Smith, Spencer Lee, Nicholas Freelander, Alexander Crawford, Noah Weisemirski, Patrick Shea, Michael Eiberger, Aiden Schmidt, Nathan Schaefer, Leighton Mangiamelli, Alex Gallo, Charles Licata, Timothy Worthington, Andrew Licata, Cole Stadler, Mateo Cortina, Gavin Constantine, Kyle Schiff, Phoenix Fernandez, Nick Worthington, Henry Weisemirski, Mikhail Medvedev, Aiden Daly, Brendan Friedlander, Jarrell Winston, Luke Teskin, and Zach Johnson. If any of those are here, please make sure you come up and get your pin. And congratulations to the boys track team. Guys, you can head back there and sit. You can sit back there and wait for the rest of the athletes, and we'll take a group shot at the end. Oh, yep. Moving on to girls golf, coached by Deb Lutchen. All academic, Grace Barra, Ellie Detliff, Carly Mulroy, Mackenzie Green, Felicity Fitzgerald, Victoria Hamilton, Summer Murphy. The MVP was Carly Mulroy. The most improved was Summer Murphy and Victoria Hamilton. And the scholar athletes were Carly Mulroy, Ellie Detliff, Victoria Hamilton, Grace Barra, Summer Murphy, Mackenzie Green, and Felicity Fitzgerald. Congratulations to the girls golf team. Victoria, you can head up to the back there with the others. Thank you. Moving on to girls track, coached by Paul Koretsky, Bob Szymanski, and Paul Anderson. All league were Brooke Anderson, Reese Nelson, Ellie Connell, Olivia Pesso, Gianna Olivo, Naomi Harris, and Morgan Lesowitz. The scholar athletes, Olivia Pesso, Anna Minetti, Alyssa Corso, Sophia Stadler, Lisa Masawa, Morgan Lesowitz, Caroline DeAndrea, Nina Nelson, Emma Grantshaw, Amira Burtz, Abigail Cook, Emma Riley, Reese Nelson, Michaela Nabre, Ella Meeker, Isabella Arena, Madison Perez, Giovanna Olivo, Naomi Harris, Mia Mangano, Kayla Corso, Isabella Shuro, Brooke Anderson, Caroline Lang, Rebecca Zorski, Sydney Elbert, Caroline Panache, and Ellie Connell. Congratulations to the girls track team. Moving on to softball, coached by Kelly Fitzpatrick and Tom Vreiser. All-county selection was Elizabeth Sabino. All-conference was Erin Cahill, Emma Donnelly, and Mia Detliff. All-league was Emma Riley. The most improved was Lauren Pollock. Most valuable player was Elizabeth Sabino. And the scholar athletes, Elizabeth Sabino, Erin Cahill, Lauren Pollock, Abigail Haverty, Mia Detliff, Grace Minerick, Alexandra Calandarillo, Hannah Rayfuse, Lauren Gallucci, Jordan DiMatteo, Emma Riley, and Emma Donnelly. Congratulations to the softball team. And moving on to baseball, coached by Kevin Willey. Assistant coaches Brian Ferguson and Mike Luzum. All league selections were Aiden Riley, Joe Leo, Kyle Stella, and Nick Stella. All county selections were Christian Cox and Gordon Vitruba. Gordon Vitruba was also the League 7 MVP. Most improved, Aiden Riley, and the MVP was Christian Cox. Scholar athletes, Ethan Rayfuse, Christian McLean, Cameron Sheedy, Kyle Stella, Aiden Riley, Andrew Costello, Gordon Vitruba, Dan Lieta, Matt Arabio, Colton Sisler, Anthony DeLuca, Owen Crowley, Nick Stella, and Joseph Martirano. Congratulations to the baseball team. Moving on to girls lacrosse, head coach Alex Femmel, assistant coaches Patty Aratakis and Katie Bowden. All division, Charlotte Erb, Haley Abrams, Leslie Jablonski. All county, Grace Kitchen, Reese Marcario, Madison Herr. SWR All Rookie was Maeve Borginan and Sophia Giangreco. And the most improved, Haley Abrams. Scholar athletes, Karen McGuire, Sophia Minion, Jocelyn Stasi, Abigail Metz, Juliana Mahan, Reese Marcario, Sydney Serio, Ava Weingartner, Tiana Barone, Madison Pylock, Haley Abrams, Lola Costello, Jocelyn Kavanaugh, Leslie Jablonski, Annabelle Keegan, Stamatia Almarudis, Alex Ruggiero, Madeline Rizzi, Catherine Keegan, Madison Herr, Abigail Savona, Maeve Bergamon, and Ava Kershus. Congratulations to girls lacrosse. Moving on to boys lacrosse, head coach Mike Taylor, assistant coach Dan Luciano and Dave Bates. All division, Liam Kershus, Liam Gregoric, Alex Kershus, Jaden Galfano, Liam Taylor, Danny Green, Kieran Clifford, slide over here for you guys, Ryan Wilson, George Green, Andrew Semino, and Noah Gregoric. All county, Liam Kershus, Liam Gregoric, Liam Taylor, Jaden Galfano, Alex Kershus, and Ryan Wilson. Scholar athletes, Liam Kershus, Liam McGuire, Angelina Price, Declan Drost, Tom Daggett, Michael Arena, Brendan Meskill, Liam Gregoric, Michael Clemente, Kieran Clifford, Salvatore Mealy, Alex Kershus, Jaden Galfano, Ryan Wilson, and Gavin McQueenie. Congratulations, boys lacrosse. Moving on to boys tennis, coached by Matt Epp. All county, Ray Hidaka, Kai Hidaka, Christian Boss, and Kenzo Wentz. All league, Dylan McClellan, Lucas Portuguese, Raj Ramharik, Travis Finnegan. Most improved, Christian Boss, and the MVP was Ray Hidaka. Scholar athletes, Lucas Portuguese, Charles Vescovo, Don Kai Zhang, Ray Hidaka, Kenzo Wentz, Kai Hidaka, Christian Boss, Dylan McClellan, Matt Dinowitz, Derek Blanco, Travis Finnegan, Saif Sahouli, Raj Ramaric, and Cooper Hagan. Congratulations to boys tennis. And the last team we'll do, and before I do it, I don't know if Ginny, the bus driver, is still here, but I got to see her in action at a bowling match, and what a cheerleader she was for that team, and that recognition she got tonight was well worth it. It was great. Ginny left? Oh, okay, sorry. Unified basketball, scholar athletes, Robert Tacky, Paige O'Shaughnessy, Haley Petruzzi, Emma Granshaw, Jake Donley, Josh Mar Mendoza, Connor Prunty, Maeve Prunty, Michaela Nabre, Andrew Brennan, Demetrius Saris, Amelia Versella, Dan Brewer, Mia Mangano, Kayla Gercio, Peter Christ, Madison Cummings, Brooke Dollard, Lila Grasso, Sky Reichert, Delaney Farbach, Molly Stankus, Jack Cuomo, Bobby King, Forrest Teppenhart, Sophia Romeo, Emily Ingracia, Gianna Aceto, and Andrew Steen. Congratulations, Unified Basketball. Unified Basketball. And congratulations to all our athletes. We'll get a picture here in the back.
Congratulations again for all the recognition and recipients tonight. So next up on our agenda is our personnel. May I get a motion? First, Henry. Second, Megan. Any discussion or questions? All in favor? 5-0. Congratulations. Brian, do I want to turn it over to you, Mr. Hayward? Thank you.
It's my pleasure to announce that the recipients this evening of tenure are Nicole Bianco, elementary teacher. Carly Basong, elementary teacher. Caitlin Dennehy, elementary teacher. Emily Kravitz, elementary teacher. Lindsay Laudato, elementary teacher. Brian Mann, social studies. Kelly McGuire, elementary. Courtney Von Bargen, elementary. Marissa Zambrano, E&L. And also this evening, we have one of our administrators, Dr. Jolith Policelli, Director of STEM.
Again, congratulations to our 10-year recipients. What a great night for you all. Thanks again for everything that you do. Okay, very exciting. Next up is our ex officio student project about recycling. Can't wait to hear from you.
My question is this even possible? Does our vendor recycle? Oh, no. We don't. It's weird. The kids' presentation is so down there. Down in the corner.
Oh, am I on the left? Shoot. I think I have this one. Maybe all right? Okay. I'll buckle it. We're blocking the bottom.
Hi. So I'd like to start off just by saying that it has been an honor working with everyone on the Board of Education this year, whether it be my fellow ex officios or otherwise. It has been a wonderful opportunity and a great learning experience. I value all the time I've spent with everyone here. But for our plan for future students, with all these current events going on in the world, we decided we wanted to do something a little bit environmentally conscious. We thought that the best way to help better our environment was to configure a plan for future students to find recycling more accessible and help just spread awareness about the benefits of recycling. So our plan is to increase recycling and reduce unnecessary waste in our school district. So how does recycling better our community? We will decrease unnecessary waste products in our community and contribute to reducing microplastics in our water, etc. But additionally, we'll conserve our resources, and most importantly, we will teach the younger children the importance of helping our environment. They are the generation that could suffer the consequences the most if we do not make a change, and teaching them now will help our local environment in the future. We'll raise them to be more responsible and environmentally aware so they can make a change now. It will also help prevent pollution. But some of our goals, we want to recycle and decrease unnecessary waste products in our school districts. And in recent years, I've read that many schools have gone green, and we felt just that this was a step in the right direction towards going green. We additionally wanted to simply spread awareness, just that this is the only earth that we have. It's the best, it's best we all take part in protecting it. But on a more local level, we'll help our own ecosystem and help protect it. It'll better the environment and our school district. Additionally, we want to encourage children to be a little more environmentally conscious and create healthy recycling habits around the district that will hopefully everyone will participate in, even in a non-school oriented location. Overall, we just want to make a real change and do our part to protect the planet.
So, why is reusability important? Disposable plastic bottles take over 400 years to degrade, and most of them don't get recycled. By using reusable bottles, we can help reduce plastic waste and prevent it from ending up in our landfills and our oceans. Although the small population of SWR cannot induce significant change on a global or national scale, we believe that selling these reusable water bottles is a little step that can have a rippling effect. We think that inducing habits over time is something important that generations after us will continue to increase and support. Also, selling reusable water bottles can help eliminate the risk of unknown chemical leaching in bottled water, and drinking from containers made of glass or stainless steel can help to reduce the risk of water contamination by microplastics. So how exactly can a Shoreham-Wading River School District be environmentally conscious? Our project proposes the idea of selling reusable water bottles and tumblers in the Wildcat Den and cafeteria. We believe that promoting or at least offering the availability to purchase a reusable water bottle in school could potentially increase awareness of waste reduction. BPA is a harmful chemical compound used in manufacturing various plastics, so ensuring that the water bottles are free of this substance helps further our goal to advocate for the use of environmentally friendly products. BPA-free water bottles can be purchased through various online vendors. However, partnering with Global Awareness Club, who has done a similar fundraiser in the past, could be an easy method. Selling metal tumblers, which are currently trendy, could be something also worth investing in small proportions. If the school expresses an interest in this idea, there are various online vendors, or perhaps the school could partner with BSN, which is what the athletic department has used in the past. So if we sell these water bottles in school, what is a way to get students to purchase them? I believe that offering some sort of incentive to motivate students to buy these reusable water bottles could help boost profits. Perhaps the Wildcat Den could offer some sort of deal for every water bottle purchased. On $1 Refresher Thursdays, we'll get a free refresher with the water bottle. Or maybe the school could simply advertise this weekly through Student Square. Finally, with each purchase of a Wildcat water bottle, we can hand out a small card with a few facts about why reusability is important. Overall, with this incentive, I hope to take the information researched in these slides and potentially partner with Global Awareness Club.
All of the students in the high school attend the Student Code of Conduct presentation twice a year, every year, once in the beginning of the year and once in the spring. During these, we reiterate our safety drills, dress codes, and other various expectations we have here at the high school. We came up with the idea to include a section dedicated to recycling in it. The purpose is to enforce the expectation that our students must respect the school and the school's property by using the recycling bins we have and will add more of correctly. We know a main issue regarding the recycling bins is that a lot of incorrect items are being placed in them. So adding consequences if a student intentionally misuses them could be an option to eliminate that. The idea of this is just to get students more mindful of recycling. The more we speak about it, the fresher it is in our minds, and the more likely we are to participate in it.
The ex officio students also decided that it would be beneficial to create recycling competitions throughout the community. When we associate goals and competitions with recycling, it becomes more appealing to the younger generations and the students across the district. Consequently, it will make them more likely to engage and participate with our campaign. As a result, students will become more knowledgeable about recycling and are therefore more likely to make educated decisions. One possible way that we can run this competition is through each school in the district. Within each school, we can create teams. In the elementary schools, the teams can be considered the classes. In the middle school, the teams can be considered the advisories. And lastly, in the high school, the teams could be considered the home bases. This competition can be based on which team collects the most bins of recycled items across a period of time. This period of time could either be the week of Earth Day or from the beginning of school to Christmas break. In order to give the students an incentive to participate, the winning team in each school could be awarded with either a bagel or pizza party. We, the ex officio students, believe that the recycling competition will be an excellent addition to our recycling campaign. This will not only expand our knowledge about recycling, but will increase our participation throughout the community.
Great ideas.
Good evening. So around this point in the creation process and drafting of our project, after we create our initial goals of just recycling and promoting reusability, our central initiative of replacing plastic bottles with reusable ones, and the different events we would use to promote said initiative, we decided that the next step that we would take in this project and advancing it into the future and improving its generativity would be to integrate the initiative with already existing programs at our high school. Rather than just creating more events and more goals and telling our student body what to do and where, we decided that in order to truly make it live on within our schools, we would build it within many of the areas that our students thrive so much in. And this slide, as well as the next one, will very much be in that vein. Now, I have done 4 years of science research at this school, so I am very knowledgeable and very experienced within the science research program. Over these years, I've seen so many amazing projects studying microplastics, the things that come off of the non-reusable plastic water bottles that we are using every day. Students like Sasha and Kaylin Schaefer have done amazing work at the Brookhaven National Laboratory, highlighting just how many different both types and quantities of microplastics are found both in our plants, in our water, and even in the air that we breathe. This would not only increase student engagement for people within the program, but hearing said points from students rather than just another teacher or another speaker will make it feel much more real for the rest of the student body.
So another way that we wanted to, because we think it's very important to involve a variety of students in the school in this sort of initiative, I discussed a couple plans with Ms. Shepard and Mr. Andrea on how we can involve art students in this as a student artist myself. So the first idea that we had was a sort of group art project, either with the art classes or the art club that Ms. Shepard runs. We wanted to increase awareness by making some sort of either mural or project that would be in the school. We believe it would call attention to sustainability as an important part of our school culture. When people walk into the school, when students are walking around, that whatever this painting or mural turns out to be, that it will show that we are, that we value being eco-conscious as a school. The only potential issues with this that I talked about with Ms. Shepard is she is worried about a lack of participation among upperclassmen artists, because a lot of the students in the art club are freshmen and sophomores. And I was thinking that we could possibly offer an incentive, like community service hours, for working on this project.
One more thing to consider is just where we will be collecting the plastic water bottles. I talked to Mr. Parinello, principal of Wading River Elementary School, and he told me about the system they have there, which I think could be very well integrated into what we have currently at the high school. So at the elementary school, Mrs. Acker, the school nurse, sort of spearheaded this initiative within the building. They have one container at the nurse's office and another in the cafeteria. And I think a similar sort of setup here at the high school, with one in the cafeteria where a lot of plastic bottles are discarded, and then also possibly one in each wing, or maybe one just centrally located within the district, within the building. These containers were purchased from Presence from Innovation, and she would collect them after a certain period of time and take them to Rocky Point Beverage Center to recycle them. And then the deposits were put forward and donated to Hope Ministries in Africa. The RISE classroom in the elementary school was also a part of this initiative, helping Mrs. Acker with the bottles. which is something we could also have here at the high school. Likewise, a club who wanted to help with receiving the deposits could take that and put it forward to whatever cause they saw fit. I know Global Awareness has done that in previous years, putting the money towards whatever foundation they were supporting that year. I think basing it off of an already existing system that is proven to work, the students are excited to do it, and I know Mr. Parinello was talking about how excited each of these students are to participate in making the world a better place. And I think that while high school students might not be as excited, they will find some sort of fulfillment in bettering the world around them. So thank you for this opportunity. I'm so excited that I got to speak tonight. When I was at Wading River Elementary School, I actually presented to the Board of Education advocating for a better recycling initiative at the school and within the district. So kind of seeing that come full circle is really wonderful. So thank you again. Thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely.
You know, I just wanted to say, listening to what you guys are presenting tonight, I'd say to the board tonight, you know, we all have these on our desk, so we should really
Time that we bring our own
discuss
tumblers.
that.
Time we bring our own tumblers
Right?
is what you're saying,
So,
right?
so when the tumblers are ready, let me know, because I'd like to purchase one.
Look, you all should be very proud of yourselves. We're so glad you participated in being a part of the board this year, seeing the issues, the resolution, just how we all work together and collaborate, and you all should be commended for collaborating on such a project. Thanks for finding out what the district is up to, recommending some great ideas and suggestions, and coming up with a plan. I think effectively for all of us as a board, we're going to highly encourage the administration, Mr. Poole, to seriously look at this as a district-wide effort. You know, not just from a collection standpoint, but the seriousness of it. I think when we had Ms. Schaefer in the science class talk about microplastics and so all these environmental concerns, they're real, and it'd be great for us to all take a position on that. And I do encourage us to look at that, Mr. Poole. I don't know if you want to respond.
Well, we will, I'll agree. That was great work, great presentation. I promise we'll take your ideas back with our administrative team over the summer, see what's practical, feasible, possible, and then bring this to the buildings, to student councils and student governments, and carry your work forward. So great work, and thank you for all the ideas.
Absolutely. Thank you all again very much. All right. So next up, we have our votes and resolutions. First, I have our approval of our May 28th, 2024 regular public meeting. May I get a motion? Katie, second. Henry, all in favor? 5-0. Next up will be our approval of our CPSE, CSE, and 504 meeting summary dated May 15th, 2024. May I get a motion? Megan, second. Katie, any discussion or questions? All in favor? 5-0. Next up will be our approval of our policies. These are a second reading as adopted and presented. There's a number of them. May I get a motion? Katie, second. Megan, any discussion or questions? All in favor? 5-0. Next up are our curriculum and instruction resolutions. I believe we have, actually just one, so we're good. So it's 2324, 302. May I get a motion? Katie, second. Mike, any discussion or questions? Okay, all in favor? 5-0. Next up is our human resources resolutions. There are two of these, 2324-303 and 2324-304. Okay to take as a block? Okay, may I get a motion? Katie, second. Henry, discussion or questions? All in favor? 5-0. We have our business and operations resolutions. Okay to take these as a block? There are two of them. Okay, good. They're 2324-305 through 2324-306. May I get a motion? Mike, second. Megan, discussion or questions? All in favor? 5-0. Ms. Mahoney, any communications? Okay. Any discussion from the board? Any other discussion items? Okay, all good. Any comments from residents? No. Okay, terrific. May I get a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting? First Henry, second Katie. Discussion or questions about adjourning? Just kidding. All in favor? Yep. 5-0, 8:30. Thank you all very much, and congratulations again.